I work with a lot of people who work really fucking hard to make short films and cinema. And I know for a fact that for most of them and most people who make movies, very few people will ever see it. And that is a very tough world to live in because these people, they care about cinema and movies and making movies more than 90% of the people who do it for a living. And they love it. They love it with every part of their being. And you wonder, if they got paid, would they love it as much as they do? And it's a bit heartbreaking, just the economic world of cinema, of filmmaking. I mean, there are so many filmmakers out there and so few who get to make a living from it. I mean, I'm lucky enough that I get to make a living at least sort of in the field. I mean, the work I do with companies allows me to at least make something slightly creative that has to do with audio and visual, but I don't make a living making films. I mean, this next feature, it's not going to go to Cannes and be shown at a bunch of film festivals and, win a bunch of awards and make me millions of dollars, but we do it anyways. And that is a very tough world to live in. But it is the world that we live in. We do exist in a world where most of the people that create art don't make a good living from it. And I guess the most we can hope for is that, we can continue to make our art. And I ask this a lot when I'm on sets because there's definitely people in the community who have this mindset that, I'm going to make this short, it's going to go to a festival, it's going to win, and everything's going to work out. Producer's going to see it, they're going to give me a whole bunch of money. I'm going to make this $1 million film, and now I'm going to be in Hollywood and all of this stuff. And you love to see that. You love that hopefulness. But on the other end, a film I just produced, it won at Cordillera. It won Nevada Best Short Film, which is great. It's fantastic, right? That is a great feeling to be part of a film that won at a festival. I mean, this is not only my first film that I've been part of that's gone to festival, but the first one that has won. So it is a good feeling. It was very exciting to go to that premiere and, say hi to all these people who've worked on it, the local film community, because the Reno film community is rather small. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's been a couple of weeks. No big producer has seen the film, and suddenly we're going to shoot a feature film. No one's given us $1 million. It's just not how it works anymore. And I'm not here to say I know how it works. I don't know how people make, like, I don't know how you get into the industry other than you go to a famous film school and then you become a PA at one of the big studios. I don't know what the answer is, but I always encourage the people that I work with. I said, let's just be here to make art. Like, who cares if it ever goes anywhere? Who cares if we ever make money from it? I mean, more than likely, we're not going to, and you're just gonna be disappointed. So let's let go of that. I mean, with this feature, I've let go of the idea that, I mean, we're gonna submit it to like Sundance and stuff, and maybe it goes somewhere, and it would be really exciting. But even if it went to Sundance, that still doesn't mean that anything comes of it, right? It could go to Sundance and, win, and then that would be end of it, right? And then just kind of disappears into the ether. And I think you have to be okay with that as a filmmaker. You have to be able to make stuff that sort of disappears and no one ever sees, or very few people ever see. I mean, our first film, Sir Mel Hayes, it's really exciting when we get a review, which every now and then we'll get a review on Letterboxd. And that's a really good feeling. Like, it's exciting, even if people don't love the film, right? Even if they're like, it's not the best film ever. I mean, you read those every now and then. I'll go and check on the reviews, and 20, 30, 40 people watch the film, and you get excited because people have seen this movie and it means something. And that's true with this podcast too. I mean, we just passed 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is crazy that that many people care about what either of us have to say. But but it's not the amount of people that's exciting. It's just the fact that, like, we are making art and someone is saying it. Like, that's the thing that's exciting. It doesn't matter if we ever, make a bunch of money from any of this stuff that we do. I mean, it'd be great, right? If we could make a living out of this, but just making art, I think, is the important thing. And it's tough and it's not easy, and it does break you a little bit. And each time it breaks you a little bit more, especially if you're of that mindset that this is going to be your big thing. And I think you really have to let go of that as an artist, that this thing is going to be the thing that breaks you into Hollywood or breaks you into X, Y, or Z. And if you're just like, I'm just going to make art because I want to make art, and maybe someone will like it, maybe someone will enjoy it. I think that's all you can do at the end of the day.